Alright, this is a review on the Bear's Grills multi-tool by Gerber. I've had this a little over 4 years. I've seen a lot of videos on this, but they're generally brand new out of the box with some tests. This is a review on something that's actually been used and abused for an extended period of time, and my opinions on how it's functioned, how it's served me, and how it's held up. We'll start with the flashlight. I love the flashlight. As a maintenance technician and doing other things, this comes in handy. It's pretty durable. It's been beat up. Works great. Only problem is the rubber. As you can see, the rubber, when it goes in here, it stretches it out, pushes it off, and messes it up. Probably doesn't help matters any that this ends up in my mouth a lot of times, holding it so I can see and work with my hands. I like the rubber. I wish they would do something different so it doesn't come off. It's secured on there better. I know you can get, I think, replacements through Gerber. You can see that this thing's been used quite a bit. But this is a great idea. And the holder for it on here, brilliant. As far as the fire stick, I've not had really too many uses for it. I tested it out a little bit to see if it sparked. Used it to push bolts through holes a couple times. I mean, I can't really give you any information on extended use and starting a fire with it. As you can see, it's dirty. This goes with me everywhere. Even used it at work. The case, brilliant. Best case for a multi-tool I've ever had. The hard plastic, the holders, the easy on and for the belt, awesome, because there's some places I cannot carry this into. And I mean, this here is awesome. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've laid on this. This thing's fell off. I've thrown it into my toolbox, whatever, when I've taken it off. It's held up fairly well. Like I said, it's been used, abused. Probably needs cleaned up, but, you know. But yeah, this case is brilliant. Love the case. I just wish the holder didn't mess up the flashlight rubber. Now for the tool. As you can see, this thing has been through a lot. Yes, I pounded with it. Now, one thing I can tell you about these clips, I know somebody had one, they gripped on it a bolt too tight and actually busted these. I don't imagine too many of them being all that strong. Cut a lot of wire with this, many wire ties, you name it. This, as a maintenance technician, has came in handy, both with the flashlight, having this holder, because of the durability. I've used every tool on here, including the saw, as a maintenance technician, believe it or not. Now, out of my own stupidity, I did break this here. Like I said, out of my stupidity, I broke that. Hasn't been an issue. Use this more times than I can count. Believe it or not, I've had a lot of use for the file. The knife. Having the serrated and regular blade has done me a lot of good. This blade's been abused. I've even had to use the can opener. Bottle opener, all that's been used. Screwdrivers, numerous times. Now, the one problem I have had with this, let me get this thing open here without cutting myself, is the scissors. Now, I probably should send this in and warranty it, because the scissors, it's a little rivet that's in there. It started backing itself out, and I got to lay it flat and smack it with something, put it back in. But the scissors have been sharp. They've cut a lot of stuff from sandpaper to paper, wire. I've been using wire ties. I've used this on probably things, heavy duty things I probably shouldn't have. But they function. They've served me well when I've needed them. Now, the wife bought this for me. It was a Christmas present. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, being that it's a bear, Bears Grylls. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Not really watched his show too much, or really at all. Know who he is. But I can tell you without a doubt that these have held up better than I thought they ever would. And they've been worth their weight in gold. Worked on cars, helped people, needed the tool. This has been right there for me. The pliers, been welding or anything like that. Picked up the hot metal, dipped it. Holding a piece. I'm grinding. Use these. I mean, you can name something I've used these for. I've used these. Putting kids' toys together. Computer work. But these have been through a lot, and it has held up. And I'm utterly surprised that it has held up so well. I would have never guessed that this would have lasted as long as it had, as well as it has. But amazingly, it has. This is pretty sharp. Cuts well through wood. Even used this for home improvement projects. Putting wiring in a house. I've had to pull this out before. Help me along. For whatever reason. Used it for plumbing. But, this has had CNC coolant in it, so you can fill in the coolant tanks. Occasionally I put it in the parts cleaner, would clean it. I haven't done that in a long time. But it's held up to solvents, oils, you name it. Absolutely impressed with something like this. I recommend it. I'm sure people's got their opinions about it, and it's not so good. I'm sure some people's have not held up as well. They say, sometimes you don't want to buy things that are made on, Monday and Wednesday? Something like that. But I just want to say, without a doubt, that Gerber needs to better design the rubber on this. Keep the flashlight. Keep the holder. Do not get rid of it. Awesome. Making more cases like this for multi-tools. Brilliant. Soft cases with the Velcro. I think Velcro is garbage. It doesn't hold up for anything. Hate Velcro. But this case, I'm telling you what, it has some miles on it. And it has been through a lot. One of the... I just can't give this enough praise. This case. Gerber, you did a great job. Now just fix the rubber, So there's still rubber on here. Keep the flashlight, keep the holder. You should do this for other multi-tools. As far as this goes, I think they could make them a little stronger. Not saying that this is all broke up, you know, don't work. As you can see, it totally functions. Functions great. But maybe a revised version. It's not a Bear Grylls. It's a lot like this. Tougher. Would be perfect. But I hope this has answered anybody's questions on how well this thing would hold up. Hope this helps anybody with trying to pick out another multi-tool. I don't know if any of the other Gerber tools will fit in this. I imagine this is particularly designed and spec to hold that. Oops. But as you can see, when you put that in, see how that catches that. And it pushes us up. Yeah. Great idea. The rubber's awesome idea. Just maybe mold it into the aluminum or something. I don't know. But that would be my review.